Hey guys, this is JT Works on Cars. I'm going to show you how to change your manual transmission fluid on a 2009 to 2014 Acura TSX. This is for the 6-speed manual, and this process also applies to an 08 to 012 4-cylinder Honda Accord, but I believe those might not have the shield. If it does, there might be a different way to remove it. But for me, I'm missing a couple of the bolts that hold it in, so I need to cut the zip ties out. So I'm gonna cut the zip ties, but these are held in with Phillips, which is why I have a DeWalt impact driver with the Phillips head on it. So let's go around. So normally there's one holding it in here and right there. Sorry, the angles are ass. I'm literally recording with my phone. And there should be another one right there, but mine's held in, like I said, with the zip ties. So I'm gonna cut it off with my rusty cutting tool. I don't know what the tool is called. Sorry if I'm stuttering, I'm a bit tired. I just got home from university. So I'm trying to change this Honda MTL. I'm trying to change the MTF out right before winter hits, because you know how it is in Texas. It goes from 90 degrees to 30 degrees in 2 seconds somehow. Jesus Christ. Alright, are there any more zip ties holding it on? Alright, I believe that's it. So give me a moment, I need to grab my tool. I didn't jack up the car too high, so it's kind of hard to record it. So, sorry for the shitty video quality, but here's a screw right here. They look like that. It's a Phillips head, so insert this and take it out. If you're missing these, I can tell you what the Honda part is in the description. I'm a little bit lost in my thoughts, so if I stutter a bit, I repeat myself, I'm sorry. I slept at like what, 3 and woke up at 7:30, so you gotta give me some slack. I believe that's all the bolts, and the shield will slide right out. Yep, it slides right out. Oh yes, baby. What the hell is this oil? Man, I gotta figure out what that is later. This looks like engine oil that I possibly spilled. It's not a rear main seal leak, otherwise it would be oozing out of this hole right here for the clutch case cover right here. So the first step is you need to find your fill plug after taking off that shield. So this is the left side of the transmission. You gotta look to the right of the axle. I'm kind of laying on the ground. Oh, there it is. Can I reach with my finger? It's kind of hard to see from here. This is a 17 mil. Break that loose. Do not loosen the drain plug with the 3/8 square end of a ratchet first. Remove the fill plug first. Otherwise, you're shit out of luck when it comes to refilling this transmission back up. Okay, remove the fill plug first. It's a 17 millimeter. So let me put the camera down. I'm gonna pause the recording for a bit. All right, boys, back to the recording. You loosen it. It's gonna take more effort than that. I had to combine 2 17 wrenches. I only have tall sockets, so it was a bit hard to get it in. So you loosen it a couple turns. Okay, you ensure this is loose. Now, you want to get a drain pan, put underneath, and loosen that with a 3/8 drive. Alright, I'm going to pause the video. Attach a 3/8 drive ratchet onto the drain plug and strategically position the drain pan. Okay, this one is much easier to loosen. Alright, I'm going to snug it back up and remove the ratchet. Nope, I have to loosen it a bit more. I timed it too much. Oh, I hate recording one-handed, but I like to help people, so. Alright, I think that's loose enough. You guys can see there's a crush washer on that drain plug right there. Now I'm gonna completely loosen the fill plug up here. There's also a crush washer on this. It's a 20mm for the crush washer on the fill, and for the drain plug, it's a 14mm, same size as your oil drain plug washer. So now I'm gonna take it out from here. Boom. Oh shit. Okay, that's pretty messy. Hold up, I gotta pause the video and clean this up. Shit. Boys, time to put the drain plug back in, and according to Honda, let's see, let me get a better angle for y'all. It's kind of hard to see, shit. There it is. It's over here, sorry. It's kind of hard to see the angle, but this is torqued down to 29 pound-feet of torque. The new 14mm crush washer, always replace them. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, forgive me. Holy shit, this is so hard to do. Give me a moment. Oh god, this is so hard to put in one-handed. It's done draining, so let's see. Come on, come on. Finally, the thread's engaged. I was putting it at a funky angle. But yeah. Alright. Time to get a torque wrench. Give me a moment. I'm taking out the glove so I don't get the torque wrench dirty. And the torque wrench is set to 29 pound-feet of torque. So let's move that puppy out the way. All right. .29 pound-feet of torque. Now I'm gonna pause the video and show you how to. The video cut off, but I said Honda MTL is pretty cheap. Oh shit, it's not in all the way. Fuck. Hey guys, excuse this, my battery is very low, so I can't use my camera to record, so I gotta use Snapchat. And since I have a Samsung S10 Plus, you know how Snapchat screen grabs rather than records with the camera. But look right here, this is the engine, that's the intake tubing, and you look right there, there's that green marked bolt. That green marked bolt is an alternative area where you can fill up the transmission if you're not able to loosen the fill plug. If you fill it up from here, just dump in 2 bottles of Honda MTL. I would not try to overfill it. Hey guys, sorry for the video cut off. When I was refilling the transmission, it was just too hard to do one-handed. I needed to hold one end of the fluid transfer pump, like the tube. I needed to hold it in the fill hole, right, for the fill bolt. Then I needed to pump the new fluid in, right? So it takes about 2 to 2.1 quarts. If you can't get 2 quarts in, like the bare minimum for a fluid change is 2 quarts. If you can't get 2 quarts in, that means your car isn't level. If your car isn't level, please take your jack, go to the back of the car, and lift up from the rear tow hook. Make sure to do this on a flat surface. If you do this on a driveway that's really sloped, I don't know what's gonna happen. The car could easily slip off the jack stands. It could slip off the jack. I don't recommend that. And if you don't have a flat area, please go to like your friend's house, go to their garage, or hell, even go to your friend that's a mechanic and just borrow their lift and slide them like what, 20 bucks to use it. But yeah, after you fill in that 2 to 2.1 quarts, I got in about 2.1 quarts. I used 2 whole bottles and a little bit of my 3rd bottle of Honda MTF. After that, I put in the fill bolt with the new 20mm crush washer. Then I torqued it down to 33 pound-feet of torque. Did I torque it down with the torque wrench? No, but I used a 17 box end wrench and I pulled on it pretty hard. And with that, I can easily use that 17mm wrench and I could torque something down to 50 pound-feet, no problem. So I got it snug. I gave it an extra 1/4 of a turn and I felt the crush washer crush, and that's how I know it's good. As long as you can feel the washer crush, it'll be like stiff, 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 soft, then stiff. When you feel it go soft for a moment, that's how you know you crushed it, and give it a little bit more of a nudge. After that, you're done. I placed the underbelly shield back on, put 7 screws in. Like I said, I'll put in the parts for those screws that hold the underbelly cover in case you lost some. Because when I bought this car, it was missing like what, 3 of them. And I had to hold it in with zip ties, and you saw that at the very beginning. But yeah, overall, it's not a hard job. Just filling up the transmission is a fucking pain while laying on your back, because that tube, it keeps wanting to fly out the transmission. And I got so much MTF like spilled on the ground a little bit. I spilled probably what, 0.2 quarts of the, but I had 3 bottles total. So if I spilled some, oh well. That's why I recommend buying 3 bottles, even though the service requirement is like what, 2 quarts. It's possible you're gonna drain out more than 2 quarts. The whole system holds 2.1 quarts, so just buy 3 quarts. It's only an extra what, $7.50, bro. Like, it's not that expensive. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was pretty shitty, pretty messy, but I hope me showing you where the drain and fill plug is and how to loosen them and how to tighten them, I hope that all helped you, because the hardest part about a car is figuring out where everything is and you don't have a service manual. Thank you for watching and have a nice day, y'all.